Hello and welcome to the Hello Kitty Hop. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is DM and I'm super excited and very honored to be participating in this hop that's hosted by Christian from Christian's Crafty Adventures here on YouTube. The hop will consist of a group of very creative and talented crafters both on YouTube as well as Instagram, and we're going to be making Hello Kitty or Sanrio themed projects so that we can inspire each other. I'll put a link to all the info in the description box below so you can check out all the cuteness and see what everyone's creating. You could also play along at home as well by using the hashtag PHA2022 Hello Kitty Month, as we can all use the inspiration. So this is a theme that's right up my alley. I made a bunch of projects, so I'm gonna get right to it. I made these paper piece ice cream cones last year. They're based on images that I saw on Sanrio products for keychains, and I really love those images and wanted to make a paper version of them. So for the base, I used a die from the KSCraft Store, which looks like this. I used this piece as well as this waffle detail. And then for the tops of the ice cream cones, I created my own cut files in Silhouette Studio. And now that it's Hello Kitty month, I wanted to make other characters as there are more in this collection, so let me show you those ones. So to go with Lala here, I also made Kiki. And for the waffle part here, the waffle detail that is, I also layered it onto foam board from the Dollar Tree just to give this a bit more dimension. And then for the base up here, I used a gold foil paper. This is Gudetama, which is the lazy egg, Tuxedo Sam, Bad Bats Maru, as well as My Melody. So it's really nice to have a paper version of these, and that's the first project that I made. Next, I took out this die set from the KSCraft Store, which allows you to create coffee cups in 3 different sizes. Well, it could be any type of drink really, and it does come with all these accessories. And with this die set, you could also turn your project into shakers, which I did with mine. So this is the first one. It's Karopi. My Melody. As well as Hello Kitty. So for each of these, I did make them into a see-through shaker. I added a really cute sequins or shaker mix. And then the word sweet is also a KSCraft die. It comes from the heart-shaped donut set. And I think these are so cute with those little spoons. I did Sanrio-fy the lids, and I did that by using my Silhouette machine. And these are totally inspired by packaging for Sanrio products for lip balm that you can find at Claire's right now. And I think they turned out so cute. Also for each of these, I added a hanging element, which comes from the Witch Boot die set from the KSCraft Store so that I could hang a charm. And those are some charms that I recently shared in my latest haul. So I really love how these turned out. And I hope to make more characters in the future. This is a die set that I picked up from the Andy store last year, but I never really shared it or made anything with it yet. But it creates a tub of ice cream. So this would be your base piece. This is a layering piece or a piece in which you can turn this into a shaker. You also get this layering piece for the lid, as well as this ice cream scooper and the word ice cream. So my first one is in a Hello Kitty theme, and it's got a really cute image of Hello Kitty holding an ice cream cone. Her teddy is in the background as well. And on this, I added a charm of a rainbow. This second one is really cute because it's got images of Sanrio ice cream cones. And I found these images off of Pinterest just by typing in Hello Kitty or Sanrio wallpapers. And in this sequence mix, I also added these little resin pieces of the nail art that I recently hauled. And on this, I added a conversation heart charm. And then these last two are in a little twin stars theme. This one's really cute. It's got a really cute image of the twins holding cotton candy. And I figured this could be a cotton candy flavored ice cream. And on this as well, I added this really cute charm of Lala. It's a shaker charm. And then here's the last one. Again, it's got another really cute image. And then for the word ice cream, for each of them, I also layered it using some foam board just to give it a bit more dimension as well. And then for each of these, I also used the hanging element from the Witch Boot die set so that I could hang a charm off of these. As well, I turned the ice cream scooper into a charm. And I did that by punching an eyelet at the top and used some jump rings to add them to that hanging element. And then although these are really cute, I thought there's something missing because like there's a lot of space over here. So what I decided to do is make my own ephemera so that I could further decorate these. And I made these tiny little ice cream cones, again, using the cut files that I created in my silhouette machine. And the base is actually from a die that I have. So I thought I would put these on like this. And then here's Karopi. And I think that finishes the look. Lala. As well as Kiki. And these were so tiny, I did paper piece them together. So I think that would complete the look for these ice cream tubs. And then for these little ice cream cones, I did make the other characters as well. So here's My Melody. And that's one of the great things about having a digital cutting machine. You can make the files into any size you wish. And I just made them so that they fit onto the base of these cones, which is a die that I have. And then that piece with the waffle detail, it's actually white glitter cardstock. Kind of hard to see on the camera here. Tuxedo Sam. This was a lot of paper piecing and it's got like such tiny pieces. And then the other characters that I made. One of the things on my bucket list of Sanrio items to make is a milk carton. So I took out this milk carton die set from the Beki Store. This is the base piece in which you would need to cut out twice. And then it comes with all these decorative pieces to decorate your milk carton, including that bow set. And so far I only made one milk carton because this took quite some time, but I did make it in my favorite characters, which is Little Twin Stars. And let me try to give you a quick overview first without too much glare here of what this looks like. So I was able to create this by printing these images directly onto 110-pound cardstock so that this would be very sturdy. And then for some of the images, I printed them and cut them out again after layering them with the holographic sticker paper, just to give this more interest. And then with this die set, you're able to turn these windows into shakers. And so I did turn them into shakers, and in the window, I also added these cabochon pieces, which are actually made from shrink plastic, I believe. And then in the shaker mix, I also have sequins of Kiki and Lala. And then here's the other side here. And then for the closure, I added this clip, which I got from the dollar store, and I added this bow that has icing on it. I also layered one of my tulle bows behind that. And then on the other side here, I just added this cabochon that I recently hauled of the twins. And I think it turned out so cute. So that is my milk carton. I was enabled by Jenny, who is Crafty Hilo Girl here on YouTube, to pick up this die set from the Beki Store. This creates a milkshake, and Jenny made really cute projects in a doodle bug as well as Hello Kitty theme. And I'm really excited because Jenny is also on this YouTube hop, and she's a really big Hello Kitty fan, so I can't wait to see what she creates. But I did pick this up because of her, and I also made mine in a Sanrio theme, but I decided to go with Little Twin Stars because that's my favorite character. And then this is how the first one turned out. So let me just give you a up close look as well here. And then here's the second one. So for both of them, I did turn them into shakers. I added a really fun shaker mix to each of these. And then I really wanted this to look like street food, so I did add some other elements that are not a part of the die set. For example, I added this frothy part here, and I cut those out using some glitter paper. And then to the whipped cream part at the top, I also added those tiny marshmallows, which is from a die set that I found off of AliExpress. And then for the macarons of Kiki and Lala, I made those using my silhouette machine, creating my own cut files. And that's something that I always wanted to make, like macarons, because I think they're just so cute. For this as well, I added this sentiment that says sweet, and that's a KSCraft die that comes from the heart-shaped donut set. And for each of these, I also added the satin bow, and for the bow center, I used a star-shaped gem. I also used the witch boot die set to add this hanging element to each of these so that I could add these plastic spoon charms. And I think these turned out so cute. So those are my milkshakes. Next on my bucket list of Sanrio items to make are gumball machines. So I took out my ScrapDiva Designs Gumball machine die set, which I really love because not only do you get all these detailed pieces, but the die set itself is very versatile, as the bottom part of the gumball machine is not attached to the top part here. So I used this to make my Sanrio themed gumball machines, and let me show you how they turned out. The first one is of Hello Kitty, and for each of my gumball machines, I did turn them into see-through shakers. In the shaker mix, I also added those tiny resin nail art pieces of the different characters. So for example, this one's got Hello Kitty, and I think they're perfect for your Sanrio shaker mixes, as they're a really nice size. To this one, I also added a tag that says Gumbelievably Cute. And I also added a heart charm to each of these, and it's all tied on with some twine. In the doorway of each of these, I also added some shaker bits. So here's Cinema Roll. And check out those resin pieces. I think they're so cute. So here's a close-up. And this one says Gumbelievably Sweet. And then on the back of each of these, I try to give it a finished look as much as possible. Here's Pom Pom Pirin. And then for these pieces at the front, some of them have been layered with foam just to make them more dimensional. And then the last one is of My Melody. And then the back. So for each of these gumball machines, I did use the base that comes with the die set. And then for the pattern paper on each of these, I found those papers on, they're actually wallpaper that I found on Pinterest. And then for the globe part, I created those using my silhouette machine, and I just made my own cut files. And for the shaker frame, I cut about 10 or 12 pieces of 65-pound cardstock, as the Silhouette machine has an easier time cutting 65-pound cardstock instead of 110-pound. And I think these are so cute. So you could also use this gumball machine to make all kinds of themes, but this is something that I really wanted to make like them in Sanrio characters. So I'm happy I was able to get this done. And so those are my gumball machines. I took out this die set that creates a picture frame that you can turn. And I also use these dies on my next project here. So this is a Hello Kitty die set of a ghost. And the cool thing about these die sets is that it actually comes with a backing piece, which you rarely see. And then this is the other one here of a mummy, and this one also comes with a backing piece. So let me show you my project. And so this is how my project turned out. I really love this die set that I picked up last year, and I'm happy to finally be able to work with it. I believe it was designed by Nicole Silhouette, and it can be found in the Beki Store now. But this is a really cool die set in which this picture frame does turn. So isn't that cool? So let me just give you an overview here. So for this project, I cut out the base using 110-pound cardstock so that it'd be very sturdy. The decorative papers are a digital from the Sweet Shop design on Etsy, which I could put a link to down below. And it is in a pastel Halloween theme, which I really love. And I just decorated each side of the picture frame. So for example, the word scary here, that's a KSCraft die. I also added some cabochons to this. So I have the skeleton gummy bears. And here's a skull in a very cute theme, as it's got a bow as well. And then on the bottom here, I also added some die cut pieces of, they're made from dies in my collection. And then this one I made myself using my Silhouette machine. This candy corn die here is a surprise creation die set. And then over here, I have a spider web, which I layered a couple times. Right now it's very hard to see, but I did cut it out using some glitter cardstock. And then over here, this Sweethearts box was a digital file from the Silhouette Design Store, and I just cut it down a bit. I also made it into a 3D box. So what you get is this front panel here, and I just made it into a tiny little candy box so that I could decorate this frame with. And inside I also have a cabochon of a conversation heart. And then I added this spider resin piece here. Over here is a candy apple paper piece that I made using my Silhouette machine. And then here's the ghost shaker of Hello Kitty, and I think she is so cute. I did turn her into a shaker, and it's really nice because this die set does come with that backing piece. And then this actually comes out because I did make it magnetic. And then in the background here, I used some border dies. So the chain here, which I cut out using some glitter cardstock, is a jaded blossom die. And then this drippy part here is also a die. And then here's the magnetic piece here. I did that so in case I wanted to use this on something else. And then on the other side here, I have the other die cut piece. And then this die cut piece in which her face is a shaker, I was actually inspired by Gabriella on Instagram, as she loves Hello Kitty as well, and she turns like parts of her dies into shakers, like only parts of the die itself. So I got that idea from Gabriella, and I turned her face into a shaker. And then on this side, I also added this sentiment that says spooky. This broom is a KSCraft die. I also added this resin bat piece here, as well as another sparkly spider. It's very hard to see because the lighting is, it's already getting dark and the lighting's really bad. But on this side as well, I added this lollipop here, which is a KSCraft die, some cabochons of candies, which I recently hauled. And then here's another one of those sweethearts box. And for this, I also cut this down a bit so that it would fit onto this frame a little better. I just cut a bit off of the bottom. But I think this turned out so cute. And again, this is magnetic. And then here's a close-up. And I think it's such a cute idea to only turn certain parts of the die into a shaker. And so that is my final project. So here's another look at the projects that I made for this Hello Kitty hop. I hope you really enjoyed that. I'm sorry the video went a little long, but if you did stay with me until now, I just wanted to let you know that I am having a giveaway for a $50 gift certificate to ScrapDivaDesigns.com. The contest is open to everyone as long as you're 18 years of age. And in order to enter, you just have to use the hashtag #ILoveHelloKitty in your comments so that I know that you want to be entered. And the giveaway will close on September 1st at midnight Eastern Time. That way it gives you time to watch the other videos in the hop as well as the posts on Instagram. And I will announce the winner on Friday, September 2nd using the random comment picker. And please don't forget to check out everyone else's creations in the hop for more Hello Kitty inspiration. I hope you have a blessed weekend. Bye.